Hey everybody, welcome to this week's little video on our read together as we're reading Invitation to a Journey. Thanks for a lot of you guys who joined us on Monday for one of our little discussions. That was a great time. Thank you guys so much for that. Hopefully that was a benefit and a blessing to you. We kind of changed a little bit as we moved into section 2 or part 2 of the book, talking about the vehicle. And some of the things that I really thought about in these couple of chapters, chapters 5, 6, and 7, is kind of looking at how God has created us, how He's wired us. Not something new to me, not something new to many of us Christians when we start talking about that body of Christ analogy that our author brings out as well. But I did find the thing that really stood out to me was the fact that there's the shadow side of us. The areas that we're not strong in are things that we actually need to pay attention to, and that was something kind of new to me. I've spent most of my life, I think, leaning into the strengths that I've had, and maybe I haven't been nurturing those other sides. So that was kind of a new thing for me, and I'm wrestling with that, to be honest with you, trying to figure out what does that mean for me? What does that mean, personally, spiritually, professionally? How do I wrap my head around some of those things? I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm just kind of, trying to turn that over in my mind as to what that means. I don't know if you've ever done a Myers-Briggs study. If you just Google, free Myers-Briggs, test, you can find lots of them. There's tons of them out there. Some are better than others. I took another one just this morning just to kind of say, is that really who I am? And again, it always ends up coming out the same. It might surprise some of you that I am an INFJ, meaning that I'm introverted in the way that God has created me. It doesn't mean I don't like people, and we talked about that in the book a little bit. It's just that I need alone time, and I process things alone. And I think that shadow side of me, that extroversion, I think I've actually done kind of good with, the nature of the job that I have, the nature that I get up and I talk in front of people. That doesn't necessarily bother me. Just because I'm an introvert, that doesn't mean that's not what that's going to freak me out. But there are a lot of things that I don't particularly care to do as an introvert. But I think the part that really got me was this idea of knowing who I am, and then the charts, and I think that's in chapter 7. Those charts that are on there, talking about finding your spiritual path and then following your spiritual path. I think that's something I'm going to go back to quite a bit over the next couple of months as I start chewing on this maybe a little bit more, trying to find some balance. The author talks about this one-sided spirituality, and in fact, maybe many times I have been guilty of kind of one-sided spirituality. So what can I do to diversify that? I have noticed that maybe this is a strength of our congregation here at Bethany, and hopefully as we start moving forward with our friends at Holy Cross and downtown at the gathering, how we can find strength in the diverse nature that God has gathered to the saints that He brings. Whether that is in style of worship, diversity in how we study, how we express our faith, and there's probably some things for us to really start thinking about there. Again, I'm not sure exactly what to do with that, other than to say this is kind of what God has done and what God has put in our lap. So maybe this is some really eye-opening things for you. It is for me. I'd love to hear more about what struck you in these chapters and in this section. The next section kind of gets into the journey. We kind of know the vehicle that we're in. That's the vehicle that God has created us to be. And then the other vehicles that we might be traveling along with. And what is that journey going to be looking like? And we'll take more time looking at that next week in the next couple of chapters. I think those next couple of chapters for next week are going to be 8 and 9. So we did 5, 6, and 7. This is really the only week where we did 3 chapters. Hope you've enjoyed your time. If you got any questions, you got some comments, go ahead and chuck them down in the comments below in this video. If you want to just interact with one of us, Pastor Kyle, Pastor Kevin, or myself, you can send us an email as well. Have a great week. We will see you guys all next week if we don't see you in worship before. All right. Adios. Bye-bye.